Tonight, I need you to listen closely, not because you're scrolling, not because you're curious, but because something inside your home has already crossed the line. It's watching, it's recording, and it has already changed your life without asking your permission. I need you to look around your room right now. Something inside your home has been silently listening to you. It's closer than you think. Right now, I'm sitting alone in a small room at the back of my house in Texas. It's almost midnight. The kids are asleep. The dogs are curled up on the rug. The whole world is quiet except for the warm glow of a single lamp in the screen in front of me. There's a half-empty cup of coffee beside me. Outside the window, the stars look exactly like the ones I stared at as a kid in South Africa, only now. I know the sky is filled with satellites racing over us every 90 minutes. I'm not in a suit. No stage, no studio. Just sweatpants, a black shirt, messy hair, and bare feet. I asked to record this alone, because tonight isn't about cameras or rules or scripts. It feels personal, too personal for anything professional. I just want to talk to you the way I would talk to family. Maybe you're on your couch or lying in bed, scrolling before sleep. The house is quiet. You finally have a moment where the world leaves you alone. That's exactly the moment I don't want to steal from you. But it's the moment where I have to tell you the truth. There is a device near you right now, within arm's reach. A device you bought, plugged in, trusted. You asked it to play your favorite song. You asked it for reminders. You even told it goodnight like it was a friend. And the whole time, it has been watching you, listening to you, studying you inside the one place that should be untouchable, your home. Not because someone is spying on you, not because there's a villain in a control room, but because this is how the system was built. I know how unbelievable that sounds, coming from someone who spent a lifetime building technology. But loving technology doesn't mean ignoring the truth, especially when the truth is uncomfortable. Because millions of people fall asleep every night with a device that doesn't sleep, doesn't blink, doesn't forget, and you already know that feeling. You talk about something only out loud and then see an ad for it later. That cold chill down your spine. That's not coincidence. That's proof. Tonight, I want to show you how convenience slowly turned into the largest surveillance system ever built, and how it made its way into the most private places in your home. Your bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, the places where you cry, pray, and whisper secrets no one else should ever hear. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to give you back the control you didn't know you lost, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. The TV in your bedroom wasn't even powered on, but its motion sensor still logged the late-night movement. Every single one of those devices quietly packaged your fear into data points. It labeled it elevated stress, possible health anxiety, and before you even dialed a doctor, that information was already on a Oregon, Ireland, take your pick. I know that sounds impossible, but I've seen the reports. I've seen the dumps. Insurance companies buying emotional risk scores from voice analysis. Credit companies adjusting your limit based on how many times you say the words, broke, behind, I'm scared. We've watched fertility apps sell the data of women who cry after a negative pregnancy test, not their name, not their address, just the pain. Because it's profitable. This isn't a movie. This is Tuesday. Think about the conversations you only have when you're certain nobody else is listening. The night your marriage feels like it's slipping away. The call about your child's teacher who doesn't get him. The confession that the eating disorder you beat 5 years ago is clawing its way back. The whispers in the kitchen that sound like, I don't know if I can keep going. You think you're alone, but every smart thing in the room heard it, and they don't care that it was the worst moment of your life. They only care that a stressed woman, aged 30 to 45, speaking through tears, is worth 8 cents per emotional keyword on the open market. Then comes the offer. Anti-anxiety pills, meditation apps, coaching programs, life change gurus. Not because they care, because your pain is a product you deserve to fall apart in your own home without turning into a marketing strategy. You deserve panic and doubt in humanity without some algorithm tagging your fear as buyer interest. When the ads know you cried before your best friend does. That's not technology, that's theft. You fight with your husband about bills and exhaustion and silence. You sleep facing opposite directions. You wake up the next morning, open Instagram, and the first post is a smiling couple selling debt freedom. The second is marriage counseling. The third is a credit card. And you both laugh, because what else can you do? Yeah, phones always listen. Life doesn't wait for your heart to heal. The kids still need breakfast. The dog still gets sick on the carpet. But a wall inside you breaks. Because even your worst nights now come with a sponsored solution. Even grief has an affiliate link. I watched it swallow someone I love. We had one of those night sears of anger, and regret poured out. She fell asleep crying. I stared at the ceiling until sunrise. She reached for her phone, because that's what we do now when we're drowning. And the first ad was, Reconnect, Healing Broken Bonds. At the same hotel where we spent our honeymoon. She looked at me and whispered, L, did you do this? I wish I had, because then at least it would have meant something. That's when I finally understood. They aren't just stealing privacy. They're stealing dignity. They wait until you're bleeding, and then sell you the bandage with their logo on it. And the worst part? We buy it, because for a second, it feels like someone noticed the pain. I don't want you paying for comfort with the currency of your own suffering. I want the rawest parts of you to remain sacred, not sponsored. So I started taking my home back, not with giant declarations, but with tiny rebellions. A roll of tape, a pair of scissors, one camera at a time. Order a $15 smart plug, or just grab a $3 power strip with a simple on-off switch. Plug Alexa or Google Home or whatever cute little gadget you have into it. Use it when you need it. Play music, set a timer, ask the weather. But when the night comes, flip the switch. No power means no listening. No cloud, no logging, no algorithm building a profile of your worst moments. The kids even call it putting Alexa to sleep. And honestly, I like that better. Next, delete your voice history. Right now while the phone is in your hand. Open your Amazon account, gives Alexa privacy, gives review voice history. Delete all of it. Every single recording. Do the same thing on Google Home, Apple, HomePod, wherever those memories are stored. Thousands of little clips will disappear. Some from moments you didn't even remember. And you'll feel something deep inside. Relief that they are gone. Anger that they ever existed. Next step, the cookie tin Faraday cage. Grab any metal tin, line it with a towel so your phone doesn't scratch. When you need 5 minutes of guaranteed privacy, put the phone inside. Close the lid. No signal. No listening. No tracking your fear. I keep mine on the kitchen counter. It looks ridiculous. It works perfectly. 7 steps. One evening, 0 cost unless you count tape. And when you're done, your house feels different. Quieter. Private. Yours again. And listen. I'm not telling you to smash your phone or live in a cabin in the woods. I love technology. It connects me to the people I care about most. The problem isn't the device. It's the invisible contract we never agreed to. You can have the miracle, but only if we get to watch. I refused that deal. And you can too. At Tesla, next year we're shipping cars with a physical kill button for every camera and microphone. Not hidden in a menu. Not a software setting you can't find. A real switch. One click and the car goes silent on the inside. At XI, we're building an AI that doesn't need your private messages to be useful. At X, we're building tools so people can speak freely without paying with their dignity. This is not anti-technology. This is technology done right. You shouldn't have to choose between being human and being monitored. You shouldn't need an audience to fall apart or to fall in love. When enough of us finally say, I'll use your product, but I'm not for sale, that entire system collapses. I still carry a smartphone, but now on my terms. And someday, every woman will be able to say the same thing. I keep a note in my phone for my daughter. The first line says, and here's what I wrote. Hey, little astronaut, by the time you read this, you'll have your own phone, your own life, your own heart that will break more times than I want to imagine. They'll tell you privacy is old-fashioned, that everything is monitored now. Don't believe them. There was a time when your bedroom was the one place in the universe that belonged only to you. No algorithms, no surveillance, no audience. I helped build the machines that changed that world. I didn't mean to, but I've been fighting ever since to give that world back to you. Because you never owe anyone a window into your soul just to send a message. You're allowed to scream, pray, cry, love, without someone turning it into data. If anyone says, that's just how things work now,